All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. Today we're going on an adventure into the rainforest, and I'm excited about this one. We're learning all about the pygmy hippopotamus.
Oh, I love these little guys.
I know you do. You're our hippo expert. I should have said that right at the start, but yeah. So we're going to be digging into some really cool stuff today. We've got excerpts from a really interesting text all about them. We'll be covering all sorts of things like their unique adaptations, why they're endangered, and yeah, just really exploring what makes these creatures so special.
Yeah, they're fascinating for sure.
So to start with, when we say pygmy hippopotamus, what exactly are we talking about? I mean, how big are these guys? Because, when I think hippo, I think like massive,
Right.
like huge.
Yeah, well, pygmy hippos are actually quite small, at least compared to their common hippo relatives. They can weigh like 500 pounds. Think about the size of a motorcycle, maybe.
That's still pretty big though, right? I mean, you wouldn't want to bump into one in a dark alley.
Oh, no, definitely not. But even though they're small for hippos, they're still the largest mammal in their rainforest habitat. It's all relative, I guess.
Okay, so where exactly are we talking about? Where do these pygmy hippos live?
Well, they're found in West Africa. Think about dense rainforests, places like Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Côte d'Ivoire.
Okay, rainforests. Makes sense, right? So they're probably pretty good at hiding them.
Exactly. They're very elusive, they're solitary animals, and mostly nocturnal.
Ah, so they're like little rainforest ninjas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's cool. So tell me, what kind of adaptations have they developed for this kind of rainforest life? I remember reading something about blood sweat. What's that all about?
Right, so it's not really blood. It's a special oily, reddish secretion. It looks a little like blood, but it acts as a natural sunscreen and moisturizer.
Oh, wow. So it helps them deal with that hot and humid rainforest environment.
Yep. Keeps their skin protected.
That's incredible. Imagine it's having built-in sunscreen.
Right. Pretty handy.
So you mentioned they're good at hiding. Are they good swimmers as well?
Actually, yeah, they are. They use rivers and streams for a lot of things. To escape predators, to cool off, and to move around. They even have these webbed feet.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So they're like the ultimate rainforest survivors.
Yeah, they've definitely got the skills.
So, okay, we talked about where they live and how they've adapted to survive.
Yeah.
What do these guys eat? What's on the pygmy hippo menu?
Well, they're herbivores, so they're all about those plants. They eat a variety of stuff like leaves, fruits, ferns, and even some grasses.
Interesting. So are they just munching on anything they find, or are they pickier than that?
They're actually quite selective, and this is important because as they move around, they're actually helping to disperse seeds. They're like little gardeners of the rainforest.
Oh, I see. So they play a vital role in maintaining the whole ecosystem.
Absolutely.
Fascinating. Okay, so let's talk about family life. What do we know about their breeding habits and how they raise their young?
Well, they're kind of unique in that they can breed throughout the year. Though they tend to favor the rainy season a little more, females usually give birth to a single calf.
Oh, just one at a time.
Yeah, and get this. These little guys can swim almost immediately after they're born.
Wow, that's impressive. Must be essential for survival in that environment, right?
Oh, for sure. But, it's not all happy news, unfortunately. Pygmy hippos are facing a lot of challenges.
Yeah, that's right. They're classified as endangered, aren't they? What are the biggest threats to their survival?
The biggest one is definitely habitat loss. Their rainforest homes are being cleared for agriculture, like palm oil and rubber plantations. And then there's human settlements encroaching on their territory, too.
So it's like a double whammy, losing their homes and having to deal with more human interaction.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's the issue of hunting. It's a problem, especially the bushmeat trade.
It's heartbreaking to hear that.
Yeah.
So what can be done to help protect these amazing creatures?
Well, there are conservation efforts in place. A lot of organizations are working to protect and restore their habitat.
Okay, that sounds promising.
And there are also initiatives to combat poaching and that bushmeat trade we talked about. Zoos play a big role too.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, they have captive breeding programs, which helps to increase population numbers. And then there's the education side of things too. Zoos help raise awareness about pygmy hippos and the threats they face. It's all about getting people interested in conservation.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's got to start with awareness, right?
Right. And I think the pygmy hippo is a great ambassador for rainforest conservation in general. It's not just about saving one species. It's about protecting a whole ecosystem, a whole web of life.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So what's the one thing that you think people should take away from this deep dive into the world of pygmy hippos?
I'd say it's their resilience.
Yeah.
Despite all the challenges they face, These guys are survivors. They've carved out a life in one of the most challenging environments on the planet. And to me, that's pretty inspiring. It shows us that every species has a role to play and that protecting biodiversity is crucial.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
So as we wrap things up here, I just want to say a huge thanks to you for sharing your knowledge with us. I think everyone listening has learned something amazing today. And maybe, just maybe, this will inspire someone to take action and help protect these incredible creatures.
I hope so.
All right, that's it for today's deep dive, folks. But don't worry, we'll be back soon with another fascinating topic to explore. Until then, keep those brains curious and those hearts open to the wonders of the natural world.
You got it.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.